things about it and that you talk about mental illness, because like Bob was saying, it's not wrong. Somebody didn't do something wrong, and the people that committed suicide weren't selfish and not thinking about you. They were in the dark night of the soul, and nobody knows what that kind of pain is like until they've been there. And I know some of you have been there, and you know what it's like, and you don't feel worthy of coming out of it. You actually don't feel like somebody would want you. And I know what that feeling is like, and I want people to make different choices in their life. My life's focused on lifestyle choices. What you eat, how you move, what you're doing in your life, what you're thinking, if you're breathing, what water you're drinking. I know it sounds simplistic, but I believe that lifestyle can actually be a very large component in making you a healthier being in your mind. And that's what this is about. This is about the mind and understanding why people make choices to end their life. And nobody wants to know that a family member has done that. Nobody wants to accept that that's happened in their life, or that they've gotten so dark that it's part of their life. But the truth is, it actually can be this great gift of awakening and awareness to who you are and who your family is. It makes you much more conscious if you use it to explore and to share and to do better in the world, and to make mental illness more of a thing that we can actually embrace and make okay. Because for generations, not just in this country, but all over the world, it is so scary and it's so made wrong. And I guess the only thing I really want to say is that those that lost their lives were good people who were in deep, deep pain. And even if they did destructive things and they weren't, because they suffered from mental illness, even if they did things that you thought were crazy, it's okay, and we need to embrace and accept those human beings, and we also need to accept ourselves and all the things that we think we could have done. Because guess what? You did exactly what you were supposed to do, and you didn't do anything wrong. And I think that that's all I want to say to you on behalf of everybody who suffers from this, with this. You're such good people. And to learn to love yourself is just one of the keys. It's one of the bright lights that comes from what this disease, what happens from this illness. The awakening to loving oneself. It's not easy, but it can happen if we, as a community, join together and share that message of self-awareness and self-love. So thank you. Each of us has our own reasons for being here. And as the sun doesn't really set, but it would be setting behind the clouds, we remember those reasons, and we use two symbols to keep them in our sight and in our hearts. Our luminaria remind us that the light of loved ones lost is never truly extinguished, and that no matter how dark life may sometimes seem to those struggling with mental illness or addiction, that light is always present. Our honor beads pay tribute to a loved one lost, a personal struggle, or a victory. They come in many colors, representing the diversity of our community's connections to this cause. Dennis and Chris Tackett from Springfield, Virginia, wear white beads, symbolizing the loss of a child. Their son, Jeff, was a PhD student at American University in Washington, D.C. in 2005 when he took his own life. Chris and Dennis now serve on the board of directors of the National Capital Area chapter of AFSP. The Tacketts have participated in the Overnight Walk each year since their loss and have raised more than $130,000 for Naidu from Seattle wears gold beads, representing the loss of a parent. Sangeeta's father, Pramal, a retired airman for the U.S. Air Force, died by suicide in 2002. She walks to honor and remember her dads, and for her dad, and for all those children who are left without a parent due to depression. The orange beads on Paul LeBoeuf show that he lost a sibling. Paul walks in memory of his brother Stephen LeBoeuf, who died by suicide this past October. Walking with him tonight are his sister and brother-in-law, and they will walk each mile in Stephen's honor and pledge to continue to raise awareness about suicide prevention. From Seattle and wears red beads, signifying the loss of a partner or spouse. Her husband, Ricky, a United States Marine, took his own life this past September. Tonight would have been their 6th wedding anniversary. Angela also lost her cousin Ronnie and her best friend Jessie. She is joined tonight by her mom, Gloria, and her friend, Wendy. Together, they hope to bring hope to everyone who is struggling with mental illness, especially the brave men and women of our armed forces worldwide. Purple beads symbolize the loss of a close friend or other relative. Tonight, Elvira Porco walks in memory of her grandson, Jordan Matthew Porco, a freshman at St. Michael's College in Vermont, and just 18 years old when he died by suicide this past February. As a testament to how many lives Jordan touched, Elvira will be walking with a team of more than 70 of Jordan's friends and family. The Porco family has created the Jordan Matthew Porco Memorial Foundation to help prevent suicide among college students. Penna Cooper is a San Francisco-based journalist. In 2009, the story of a young man named Jamit Singh Sidhu, who had disappeared, really touched her. She created a PSA to air on her radio show to try to help find Jagmeet. Sadly, he was found in the San Francisco Bay, and his death was ruled a suicide. With a blessing from his family, Peta is dedicating this walk to Jagmeet. Her blue beads represent support for our cause and her goal to bring more awareness to the issue of suicide, especially in South Asian American community. Green beads for those among us who live with depression and with other mood disorders. Susan has survived multiple suicide attempts, and we are grateful to have her here tonight. She walked in the first ever overnight in 2002, and as an author has written a book about her struggles and triumphs with mental illness. She now tours the country as an advocate and educator, raising awareness about suicide prevention. Sue walks for herself, but also as a symbol of hope and survival for everyone fighting this battle everywhere. These beads, these luminaria, these people, they represent our dedication, our commitment, and our strength as a community. We are united in our goal of bringing suicide prevention out of the darkness.